Today's video, I'll be talking about how Dana White is gaslighting the whole UFC fan base in his recent post-fight press conference for UFC 316. And the thing I'll be starting with is him completely disregarding and not caring about over 200,000 fans signing the petition for Jon Jones to be stripped of the heavyweight belt. These are 200,000 UFC fans that have gone out of their way to sign a petition to enact change in the company. If this was any other business, they would be taking this seriously. But due to it being UFC, they do not care. Dana White does not care. But I'll let him speak for himself.
Figuring out all the details.
Yeah. And to go back to the thing on Jon Jones, did you see the petition online from the fans?
Yeah.
What did you just make of that?
Every human on earth was DMing it to me, and yeah, I saw it.
I mean, I know you say you always listen to the fans and give the fans what they want. I'm just curious what you make of that.
How many fans are there worldwide now? Like, what's the number?
That's his question. How many fans are there worldwide? Yeah, Dana, fair. How many fans buy the pay-per-views? How many fans pay for Fight Pass? Out of those fans that pay for Fight Pass and pay for the pay-per-views, how many of them do you think make up the 200,000? I would say most. Because if you think about it, what UFC casual or UFC fan that does not care about what's going on would go out of their way to sign a petition? Why? Why would they do that? The answer is they wouldn't. They wouldn't do it. The only people that are signing this petition are mostly the paying fans. The fans that watch every card every single week. The fans that sat through that fight night last week to fucking learn that Macy Barber was pulling out at the last minute. We are the fans that signed that petition, not the fans that illegally stream it. I do now, and I used to. I have money sometimes, I could pay for it. I pay for Fight Pass. I would pay for the pay-per-views. With a couple boys, between 4 people, what? $10, $20, I can do that a month. And I would do that a month if we were getting the fights we deserve as fans. But we are not. We are getting Yair Rodriguez versus Volkanovski. My God. After he TKO'd him just over 2 years ago, and Yair Rodriguez is 3-3 in his last 6. What? Make it make sense. But this is pure gaslighting by Dana, because he does not want to admit that he is wrong, that he is gaslight the fan base into accepting that Jon Jones is a GOAT, when he is not. He has had steroid accusations throughout every single part of his career. If this was any other sport, his whole accomplishments would be stripped. He would have none. You think about Lance Armstrong, stripped. People talk about him as an evil person because he took drugs to win some biking races. Same with Michael Phelps. Their whole resume and records have been taken away from them from cheating. It is not the same for Jon Jones. He can get away with anything. As long as he says, praise to Jesus after, he can get away with anything. Now, I might not go to church, but I believe in God. I might not go to church, I believe in God, so that's fine. But Jon Jones is not a God-fearing man, or he would not be beating his wife and crashing into pregnant women. And since then, you might say, oh, he's changed. Then tell me why. Just last year, there was an incident with the new testing agency where Jon Jones took someone's phone and entered a settlement. He entered a settlement for it, which obviously might not mean he's 100% guilty for it, but entering a settlement does not paint the right picture. But now we move on to the second thing that Dana White is trying to gaslight us about. Let it play.
Turkey made it seem like you weren't going to be promoting the Terrence Crawford-Canelo fight. Is there anything you can kind of clear up on that?
He made it feel like I wasn't?
Yeah, well, he said that someone else was...
Mate, you see Dana's face when he said that. He said that? Yeah, he said that, mate. You're not promoting it. You're not promoting it. He said
Promoting
that.
it. He didn't say
doesn't
no
wanna admit it.
TKO. He just didn't include your name in a tweet, and people kind of freaked out online about like, where'd Dana go?
I'm going to tell you what's awesome, man. So there's a lot of fucked up things about boxing, but they don't say shit. I mean, nobody talks. It's the most amazing thing. If we sign a deal, I got to fucking get on my phone quick and go, hey, we just fucking, because 90,000.
Okay, so Dana's White has just basically said that no one talks in boxing, so no one knows what's going on. No one knows what fights have been signed, who's fighting who, and it doesn't get leaked. Dana's saying the reason he announces all the fights on live on his phone is because it's going to get leaked like that, mate. Ariel ain't on it like that, brother. Dana, don't be gaslighting us and lying to us like that, mate. Ariel ain't on it like that, mate. He ain't on it like that. You don't need to lie to us. You don't need to lie to us like that, Dana. The reason you get out your phone and announce the fights straight away is because you can't be asked to promote them. That is your promotion. Where was the promotion for UFC 360? Nowhere. Nowhere. There was none. Except from O'Malley Glaze the whole fight week. I like Morale. Technically, I found some of his fights boring. The last 2 fights I found exciting. So I'll give him that. Marab is a very entertaining character outside the cage. I find myself laughing at the Instagram reels. I find myself laughing at the TikToks. I like Marab. I don't know where I'm going with this, to be fair. I'll edit that out. Where was I going with that? But mate, it is clear that Dana White is not promoting Bud Crawford versus Canelo. He does not have the time, and Turki Al-Sheikh has realised this. He is not committed to combat sports in any regard except from power slapping. Even then, he is slacking. Dana White is trying to convince us that everything is fine, trying to put on such a great face. We know you're gaslighting us, Dana. We know you're not promoting Crawford versus Canelo. We know you care about the petition of over 2,000 fans calling for John Jones to be stripped. Because you see the comments, Dana. You see the comments on every single post saying strip John Jones. And this will not end. Obviously, John Jones would like being stripped. We all know that. But this is not in the way that he would want. And we move on to the last thing Dana's trying to gaslight us about. And this is the least important, so that's why I've left it to last.
Sometimes people criticize women's MMA, but when her and Amanda faced off, it felt like a really big fight. Do you agree with how big that fight is? And do you think it's as big as it used to be when you originally wanted to make it back in the day?
I do, because I think, now that she's come in the UFC and she's actually won the belt and fought her way up, Amanda, people respect what Amanda did here, so I agree with you. It felt big.
It felt big, yeah, like, fair enough, bro. I don't give a fuck. No one gives a fuck, mate. It's a women's fight. It's one women's fight that I will admit has some hype. It's got some backing behind it. The reason I am saying Dana White is trying to gaslight us here is because we all know this is going to be the main card of a pay-per-view. Please, Dana, we are begging you. We are begging you. This cannot be more than a co-main. This cannot be more than a co-main. If anything, I'd beg it would be a feature fight. It shouldn't even be a co-main. But please, Dana, please, I am begging you. Do not gaslight us into believing this is a good main card for a pay-per-view. Because it is not. Allow us the one good fight that at least are on most of these cards. Meaning, the main event is usually good. Please, Dana, do not take this away from us. I am begging you. I am begging you. Do not make this a main card of a pay-per-view. The main event of a pay-per-view. Please just make it a co-main. Because you're going to make it a co-main at least. Please, I am begging you, Dana. And that is all I have to say. But let me know what you think. Is Dana gaslighting us? Should we keep on going with the petitions? And is the Amanda Nunes, Kayla Harrison fight really main event worthy, or am I just tripping? In a bit.